Okay, camera is rolling. Where's the woman? Oh, here she is. Laura, you ready for this?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm going to try to make you happy with this stain color that's on the floor. And, you know, she had a suggestion. Hey, Joe, why don't you use these rubber, you know, throwaway gloves? Hey, I could have done that, I guess. There's only one left. I could put that on my right hand, but I'm going to choose, I think, not to do that. I had some gloves here, and they're rubber on the back, or on the face, and then on the back was just nylon mesh. Obviously, you can't really see that now. The inside are all messed up now, but I'm going to choose to just keep using that, and I'm going to start going over this, and I'm going to use sponges. Now, this sponge has been saturated from cleaning the black tar stuff, so I may end up using this to kind of go on there and throw a little stain on there. See, that's not really stain, that's just the residue from that black tar stuff that I took off. Now, this one here is a lot cleaner. I'm gonna end up using that at first, and those sponges look like this. You know, when they're new, you can get a 6-pack of sponges like this at most hardware stores. Sometimes they sell them in a 2-pack, and you can do it that way. But I'm gonna take some of this off. I'm first gonna kind of look at this here. I did a lighter area in this area right here because she thought she wanted it light, but then it brings out the lines from where the tiles were. Okay? And so we may end up ultimately doing that, but we might want to calm the rest of the floor down a little bit first. And so I'm just going to take my sponge, and I've got some cleaner here. This was called Energy Plus cleaner. You can move the camera over, don't be shy, but don't step where it's wet, okay? You can move it wherever you want. And I'm gonna kind of put some on here just to see what she's going to approve, what she's not going to approve. And I cleaned most of this off just the other day, and so all this residue is still kind of workable, it looks like. I've got my darker one here. See, these were just stain drops, so there's going to be a little bit of work involved at this point, and I'm not sure if I can get something to meet her look or not. What do you think about that, Laura? Something like that. I think you wanted something a little lighter, huh? This doesn't have much orange in it at all. You want me to try to do the floor like that? You can talk, it's okay.
I think I like that part right there.
You think you like this right here?
Yes.
I'm just putting a little cleaner on here just to kind of get it workable. And the floor just picks up its own sort of look. Your floor is going to look different than this, but you might want to go through the same type of procedures. Now see, that's about the best I can do. It's going to pick up different looks. What do you think about that?
Now it's darker.
Now it's darker. Yeah, it is a little bit darker, okay. Let's do it a little lighter. I'm just going to put some cleaner on here. Try using my other sponge, which isn't as saturated. Okay, what do you think about that?
Just a little bit lighter. A little bit lighter.
You want it lighter than that?
I think so.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, like that.
Like that. See, this is probably something that should be decided when you get started on your project. I wasn't quite sure how dark she wanted it, how light she wanted it. Now see, that light is almost as light as this. Just flip it. There you go. We're trying to teach her how to use the camera here. Yay. See how this is almost the same color as that over there, but then we're showing the lines a little bit from where the tile joints were, but you know, it doesn't actually look that bad. I don't think the whole floor would look like that. If it did, we'd have to decide what to do with it at that point. Okay, so if I take this area, rub a dub dub. See, lots of that will come off now because I got the main stuff off of there from before. Once you're removing all that black tar stuff, it's very difficult to keep everything clean. You just have to kind of do some more and then go back. Then your sponge gets saturated.
I think you got me with that.
Huh?
I think you shot me with the cleaner.
Did I? Sorry.
Yeah, splash.
Okay, what do you think of that overall look there?
Well, it's still lighter than it was.
Okay, show us with the camera. And you can talk loud so everybody can hear. Don't be bashful. This is, hey, if I can't understand you, I'm not going to know what you want.
I'm thinking that it's a little darker than the original spot that I showed you.
You thinking it's a little darker?
A
Okay.
smidge.
Now see, once I get too much stuff in my sponge, you remember this bucket here, this had all the residue of the grease stuff in it, but the top bit has most of it, so I can dunk this actually. I'm gonna go ahead and dunk this all the way down.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh, gross.
yeah, gross.
Yeah.
Let's just see what happens. I hope I didn't just ruin the sponge. Because there's water down about an inch from the top layer, so to speak. Let's see what's gonna happen if I can get more of this off. I'd hate to have to use 6 or 7 sponges at this point. I think it's only gonna get so light. And my fear is, you get it too light, like I say, got that tile down there, you might have a tendency of the tile joints to show up after this dries. See, I can already start seeing it a little bit. In certain areas, if you get to a point where you like the entire floor and you think, maybe this is just a little bit too dark, well then you can come back later and spray a little bit of WD-40 on there, wipe it off and see what happens. Okay, but right now we're still in the test mode, the test phase of it all.